They can see me sitting somewhat darkness. And we'll see if anybody comes in. Just showing up to have some time on the tube. Don't hardly anybody show up in about 10-15 minutes. I'll shut it down.
Okay.
I don't plan on staying on here long anyhow. I better turn that overhead on. Looks grainy. Oh, me oh my oh. Just showing up for a few. There we go. Now I can drink my coffee and still be heard. It's a Saturday. Expecting some stuff to come in. She bought me some t-shirts along with a few other things. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris. Hi, Miss Alice.
Let me just a second to get me some more coffee.
Piggy gotta have the go juice.
There ain't no go in me as it is.
I'm not doing nothing. Not showing nothing.
I ain't got myself up there.
I'm talking about this. It says waiting on you.
Oh.
I wonder if I hit something wrong.
Refresh.
I've refreshed it 3 times.
Then I don't know. If you look, you might notice that metal table is missing. We cleared it out, put the meat slicer on the bottom shelf, put it inside the kitchen. It's working out well.
Okay, I see what it is. There's 2 of them.
Okay. Can you go in and delete the other one?
There's Chris. Hi, Chris.
I got one last piece to put in, Chris. That's for the bathroom sink. On the other one, right up in here where the cramp is where it was leaking. I take the old, what I put in there out. I put this up on there. Then I just snap and pop a piece of PEX inside of there. I'll be done. But I got to get some soreness and pains and aches and everything alleviated before I want to try to tackle that one last bit. And then I got some holes in the floors that I got to fix for having to do all this. Now I was thinking of trying to figure out something to attach to that PEX piece, PEX fittings, up under there, that I could put a piece of PEX pipe into down here. We got to looking. She found this right here. I said, that'd be perfect. Make sure that thing's off. I'm not sure how to. That don't want to turn. That ain't gonna be no good if it don't turn. It's a valve. It's supposed to turn. Oh, excuse me, man.
You can have to find something.
Well, that thing's supposed to turn. It's supposed to turn fairly easy.
Okay. I got that one removed, Piggy.
Thank you.
Now I go in and change it back over to me.
There it goes. It's had to be pretty much unlocked once.
Hey, Katie, welcome in, hon.
I think that's closed. I hope. Yeah, that's open. No channel down there. So that's closed. When I get it on there, I can turn it on. Turn me on, baby. Yeah. It's got this little piece that goes over that. I think that's just for looks. Make it look pretty. Right now, I don't care about pretty. As long as it works. Well, it's good they got it replaced. I looked down inside it, Chris, and there's a little channel inside there. And when it's turned one way, you can tell that it's closed off. You turn it the other way, it makes it in line with the pipe to let the water go up. I don't know if I could make it to where you could see it.
Well, at least you got all your plumbing replaced on that, Katie.
Can you see that little half channel down there, Chris? I've got it on. That's in line with the pipe for it to let the water through.
This is better, Piggy.
I saw that. That's why I'm showing him this. You turn it that way, you can see that channel, half channel is closed off. That should do the trick. That don't make me smart. I just didn't think about blowing through it. Time for a sip of coffee. Put this back on this thing so I don't lose it. I want to get in there and get that put on, but my body ain't recouped yet. We got the majority of the house plumbed in. The washer, the water heater, down in the basement, everything up under the house to the bathtub, toilet, and bathroom sink, which we finally got the bathroom sink in. That's what that goes to. And once you get it on, it'll be finished. But she does have at least cold water for right now till I get that on. And then to the kitchen. We moved the outside spigot to on the side of the wall of the house. And got it hooked back up to the main. And we checked for leaks. And that was the only one, was cold going to the bathroom sink. I believe that elbow down underneath it was leaking. So we didn't see the one up top. But when I fixed that one, I put extra pressure on that one up top under the sink, and it started dripping really, really quick. All right, Chris, you be right back. So had to figure that out. Well, we figured out where that was coming from. I was like, well, okay, if I can find something where I can hook that up and put a shark bite on it. And, well, we went looking, and she found that, showed it to me. I said, oh, yeah, that'll work. I'd be tempted to get another one to put on the cold, but I don't want to have to do but the one. It shouldn't take long. It's just a matter of getting these old knees down on that floor, turning over, and busting on my ribs some more to pipe thread.
You talking about pipe tape?
Teflon tape, yeah. Joe,
Joe.
busy for you.
I've been to Joe.
Joe, if I had known about these, with the shark bite ends on them, I'd have been fully done with this thing. Didn't know about these. And it's right up underneath the sink. It was where it was leaking. So all I got to do is, we've got the valve shut off. All I got to do is put this up on there, pop a piece of PEX inside of that, turn it on. I didn't know about these. We discovered that leak where it was at and how it was doing. Man, I could just figure out a way to put a shark bite on that. Well, lo and behold, they make them. Amy!
Amy.
How you doing, hon? I didn't have a video for today. We forgot to do one while I was out yesterday. So this is probably how I will be doing my content from now on, because we ain't got nowhere to go unless we have somewhere to go and we think about it and make one. But last few nights I've been being able to sleep about 10 to 12 hours, and we're both doing a lot better for it.
I'm sorry.
And she's already starting to perk back up and feeling better. I just got to get through my self-inflicted beating from doing that plumbing. I got bruises on the bone and aches and pains and all sorts of stuff going on. And I'm just sitting here just totally wiped out. It's going to take me a while just to get to where I just feel wiped out. I was using that crimper. I was having to use my legs, and I was having to bring it down and get some chest. But folks, that was a time I could have grabbed that thing and squeezed it, no problem. Time it felt like I was trying to bench 250 pounds, maybe 3. Well, there went a bruise against the bone. Amy asking how you are.
I'm putting it in comment.
Okay. But I will get over it. That last day we was going to do that last little bit for that leak up underneath. Have done, said, you done gone past your limit, hadn't you? And I said, I went past my limit when I walked out here that first day. I said, technically, I'm not supposed to be doing anything like this. I said, I'm supposed to be going around on a walker. And at the end of it, I told him, I said, but you got to do what you got to do, or it don't get done. So I had some old Marine sock myself out to get it done, sheer willpower going on. Now I'm paying for it. Y'all see me sitting here like this, I feel like a piece of butter in a chair out in the sun outside on a warm day. Just, ugh. Yeah, because doing what we was doing was stressing her out, and we kept having hoops and hurdles put before us to have to jump through and over and all like that. Because she's got some things going on with those folks down there. She's afraid of a certain kind of repercussion for things that have come up. she's afraid my being down there will help facilitate her getting there and put all of us there. Now, those people down there love me and Elaine. We're nice to them. We understand they got a hard job. We take them treats to show our appreciation for them. And we might still do that once a month or every other month, take them a treat. Just to show them they are appreciated. The last time we took one of the little nurses on the inside that morning, she saw us come in. She smiled cordially at Elaine, and she looked down and saw those bags in my hands. She went to grinning like the Cheshire Cat. She knew there was a treat that day, and she knew it was going to be good because Elaine cooks good.
Yeah, Amy, I think that's what Piggy and I both needed, was to de-stress and rest, but he hadn't got to de-stress and rest until the past couple of days.
Right. Doing the driving part of all that, I didn't mind. It was restrictions and complications and hoops and jumps and hurdles and
not knowing if we're going to be going one day or another day or doctor's appointments, because she didn't let you know until right before.
Yeah, either the evening before or the morning of. So you never knew.
Yeah.
I'm not in the military anymore. If I was still in the military and I all of a sudden had to jump up and do whatever, that would have been one thing. I'm okay with that.
The main thing is, I'm not a morning person.
She is a night owl. Straight up 100 USDA choice.
I go to bed around 2 o'clock in the morning, and I get up between 10 and 11 o'clock in the morning.
Or a little later.
Or a little later.
Of course, now that you've been able to get straight sleep, 10 or 11 o'clock is about right.
Yeah, for the past week, that's pretty much what I've done. It's 10 or 11 o'clock, between 10 and 11.
But getting broken sleep like it was hard for her to get any sleep.
And that caused the stress, and that caused the not feeling good.
Yeah, every once in a while you need to take a day or two and stand down, Amy. Get rest where you can and just take it easy. Now, me, it's going to take longer to get back up to snuff because I'm 100% disabled due to nerve damage to the spinal cord in my neck. It's finally getting half done to finally understand just how messed up I am. He didn't know about the part where, when I told him, I said, I'm supposed to be on a walker, I said, they weren't expecting me to come up off the table, not move neck down if I did. I said, God did me a solid where I could get around. I said, most I'm supposed to be doing is walking around on a walker. I said, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Now, he now knows, unless he forgets, because he's very forgetful. I think that's more by choice than by age. And then you got her. She's come up better than what she was after the cancer and cancer surgery. But she'll never be fully recovered from that. She's medically disabled. I'm physically disabled. We're supposed to be just sitting here, maybe fixing something to eat, take care of natural processes, and just here. We ain't supposed to be lifting anything heavy. Doc said not for me not to lift anything over 40 pounds, but he kind of implied he didn't want me having to do even half that. Because my body really just can't take it. I suffer for it. But did what I had to do, got it done, except for that one piece and fixing the floors. Here in a few days or weeks, I'll get that piece put on there. Then I'll see about what I got to do to fix those floors. And then I'll be done. But medically disabled as she is, and physically disabled as I am, like I told him, I said, I went past my limit the day I walked out there to start helping fixing the plumbing. I could have let it stand and just let him deal with it and not got involved. But that would have meant him being up in the house and probably taking 2 or 3 months before it got done. I couldn't see doing that. So I did what I'm used to doing in life. I suffered to get done. Did what I had to do. And that's life. But he's getting the crawl space cover put back on. He's talking about putting screws in. I said, go ahead, I don't care. I said, hopefully it won't be, but hopefully it'll be 20 to 30 years before anybody else has to go up under there and do anything. And he looked at me and he said, Peck says 70. I said, all the better. I said, I'm sure to be gone home to heaven by then. This one had shut-offs to the kitchen and the toilet. And the bathtub, if you count the ones on the valve body. On the back, I put in new cutoffs for the bathroom sink, the kitchen sink. The toilet didn't need one because we done put a new one on that. The ones on the bathtub were good.
Yeah, they practically do.
And because they're new valves, and then you got the valve body where you cut them off. I can cut the brass valves, the old wheels on them. They're not that old.
You put shut-offs to the washer too?
No, those are up there
Okay.
in the laundry room.
Okay. I know.
Those are relatively new, about 10, 15 years.
12.
Well, that's why I said 10 to 15 years.
Yeah.
So they're relatively new. They're PVC. It's going to be a long time before they have to be worried about. We didn't put none underneath. Didn't figure need them there. And we put a main cutoff to the water heater. We've got 2 cutoffs down there for the hot and cold for the main part. We cut and ripped out every bit of the old galvanizing copper that was roller coastered all around through there, hanging in the air in the basement, and hanging on the ground and in the air underneath the house. All that's gone. It's up against the floor joist, insulated, got new cut-off valves everywhere, and all that. So they ain't nothing hanging no more. It's straight up against floor joist and direction, like city streets, straight lines. Yeah, Chris, same one. We took it out of the ground and moved it over to where we could put it on the wall of the house, right next where the cold comes off the main and goes up under the house to the kitchen. But yeah, it was the same one. I pulled it out. I dug the hole to where he could get to that junction. He got to look at them pipes and may as well replace the whole shebang. I was like, let's run it. And That's what we did. Everything where that spigot met that main, all the way through the whole house has been replaced. Except a couple of pieces. The pipes to the washer, that's PVC anyway. We just connected up to that in the basement. And the toilet, that was PVC. We just connected up to that up underneath there. And from there, we didn't, we just run line till we got everything hooked up. A lot of times he was saying the same thing I was, but he wasn't understanding what I was saying. It was pretty much the very exact same. Yep. We cut a hole in the bottom of it to be able to go around the insulation covering the PEX pipe coming up the wall. But it's all snug and insulated. And with as much heat as comes out this house, I ain't worried about that pipe freezing. A lot of our heat was down in the basement. It was nice and warm down there on a cold day. Well, that's where our heat goes. So we get the cold coming up from the ground on what parts of the house are over the crawl space area. And the basement gets our heat. So I'm wearing some nice fluffy slippers over a pair of socks. Keep my feet warm. That's been helping my feet and my ankles a lot because they've been getting a lot of cold settled in the bone and it hurts. So I'm doing that. They don't get sweaty because the socks take up the sweat. So they don't get to feeling weird. Well, like I said, we neglected to do me a video for today. While we was out yesterday, day 4. And so I thought, well, I'll just do a live. And do it that way. That's all right, Amy. Life don't stop just because I'm on here, honey. Thank you. They're nice and furry on the inside, but I'd wear them without socks and they'd get sweaty and they'd feel bad. And now I'm wearing socks with them. And yeah, I like that Indian style on them myself. It appeals to a part of my nature because I am 25+% Cherokee Indian. You have to look kind of close at my bone structure to see it because my skin is more or less white, but I am over 1/4% Cherokee. Time for a coffee. So I thought I'd get on here for a little while to have some Saturday space taken up since I didn't do the video. And I might do a lot of these. I can't guarantee what time it'll be when I do on each of those days. But this is about to be at the way that I do it. Y'all can look at my piggies up there on the screen. Who did I say that was? Lori Cart that inspired Piggies.
Yeah.
She had messed up, called me Piggies Fiddles one day. Thought, that sounds kind of Romanish. So I went to my Leonardo AI and I put in guinea pig and Roman, and this was one of the ones it showed me, and I was like, yeah, I like that. You do what you can, Amy. and you keep going at it, keep telling folks about it, and everything, and you know, you stumble across that one video that gets a lot of hits, you'll get more. And just like everybody else has found out over time, all right, Chris, go pay that parking meter. And over time, you'll see people going back and watching videos from months ago, years ago. Jason, he all the time seeing where a lot of his old videos are getting watched, and they'll go up and they'll keep getting watched. Just takes time to build it up, hon. You know, we ain't like Johnny, got a whole lot of stuff to offer for people to look at. We ain't like Jason's got a whole lot to offer. Especially him got that new baby now. You know, she's cute as a bug. You know, so that's a whole entirely new adventure for them involved with what they do, him and Danielle. You know, so that's going to get them more. Johnny, he's got auctions and the cattle and the race car and the drone. You know, he got all that stuff going. So, you know, he's got a lot to offer. We ain't got that much to offer. Renly? Okay, which one is that? You can ask Elaine. I'm not good with familial ties and the names of. And so you just have to take your time, do what you do. You get something new, you show it off.
Renly is 30 grandbaby.
Okay. You got so many girls having little girls. Gracious. Mama Bear.
Hey, Christine.
Mama Bear, I tagged you in a comment on somebody's post on there. On Facebook. You might have already heard about it. You might not. I don't know. Oh, I just talking about the plumbing and us being tired and starting to get over it. Yeah, one of my friends made a post and I made a comment putting your name in there. Shirley Zange is who you'd be looking for. That's the one that made the post. I didn't actually tag you. I just put your name in the comment. Said you might like that if you hadn't already seen it. But if you hadn't seen it yet, I think you'll find it interesting. I thought it was very interesting. Talking about stuff we talk about. Basically, while everybody was concentrating on trying to connect Trump to the Epstein thing, they come across a lot of stuff about Epstein and high-ranking Democrats. And it doesn't have anything to do with the island. Although it is involved. Look for Shirley Zange, Zange, and I don't think y'all are connected, but I think you'd like her. She's just tenacious about current events as you are lately.
You might have to retag her.
If I can find it again, that'll be the thing. Let me see if I can find it for you, darling. And like I said, you may have already seen it, but
A lot of Shirley stuff is private, for friends only.
well, yeah, that's true too. See if I can find it. There's one. I don't think it's the one I'm looking for. That ain't it. Da, 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 da. Well, let me see if I can go to her page and find it that way.
He doesn't know whether Hamas should disarm. Well, let me share with you a few details. Maybe you haven't been paid.
Turn the volume down on that. Ain't no telling. I'll just keep looking till I find it.
I used to get notifications when Piggy comments on something. Because we're friends.
Well, Shirley is kind of like Mama Bear. She's been posting a lot of stuff about stuff that's coming out.
Yeah.
I mean, like one day it's like she just turned on the spigot and there she went. I may have to wait until she comments on what I put.
I do have Facebook, Amy, and I think we're friends on Facebook.
I know I've got her YouTube site content on there. I don't think I have her personal page.
Yeah, we're friends, Amy, on Facebook.
Let's see. Oh, that's the one. Let me see if I can do this. All right, I'm putting it again. I'm putting your name with a bunch of question marks.
Did it turn blue?
Yeah, it's blue. All right, I just sent it again for you there, Mama Bear. I want to see now. And if I have to, I will send you Shirley's link and you can hit her up as a friend. Just tell her you know me as my name on Facebook. I don't think she knows about Piggy.
No. She may know you as Duck. She don't know Piggy, I don't think.
Yeah, she'd know me as Duck. Because of that, I'll send that to you and you can hit her up as a friend and put on a message. So Duck sent me.
We got a lot of mutual friends on there.
We'll be doing that, Mama Bear. We understand. And Mama Bear, it could be one of those things like I get. It'd be 3 days before I get a notification on something like that. Huh.
Right.
Well, like I said, Mama Bear, it might be 3 days before they let you have it. That's how it happens with me. I'll see something important come up on somebody's thing, and they posted it 3 days ago, and it'll come up as a brand new notification for me.
We'll keep in our prayers definitely on there.
Let me see. Let me see what I can do. I'll put a copy link, and then I will go here and do that and do that. I'm going to send you something in Messenger and see if it'll come up for you. I don't know that it will, but I'll have to somehow get you and her connected, and y'all can compare notes. Because here over the last 3 or 4 weeks, she has gone deep dive into this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because as most of us, as all of us should be, she ticked off about this stuff going on. She's not happy. I don't blame her.
Veterans Day, that was Tuesday, right?
I sat here on my butt.
Yeah, pretty much. We stayed at home that day, didn't do nothing.
Yep. Was waiting on him. He didn't show up
Yeah.
till late. Let's see.
Almost said it's not working. It might be because, like I said, her settings. Christy, he's pretty much over there.
Well, I know it took us forever before we could communicate on there because of your settings.
No, it's Shirley's settings. She's got things set to friends.
Oh, okay. Well, let me see if I can't get you two connected.
I fixed. Well, if you saw my video yesterday, you saw I fixed pork roast with some navy beans. Man, them turned out good.
Right.
Chris is getting a lunch break from his job, so they're going to go eat something. Eat something good, Amy. Eat something good.
All right, Amy. Go fill a hole. Make it taste good. Let me see. I'm going to take a screenshot. And I'm going to send it to Shirley. Let's see. I sent a screenshot of your profile page to Shirley in message and told her, there's a young woman on my YouTube channel. She's as deep into the political as we are. Look her up and friend her. Y'all could definitely collaborate. And her nickname is Squirrel. There you go, Amy. That's a good thing. But anyway, Mama Bear, her nickname is Squirrel. And I get stuff from both of you. And y'all could probably definitely pair up and become a force. Just saying. Because she's a bit older. She's got a son that's grown and in the Army. A daughter that just recently turned 21, didn't she?
20 or 21.
And so she's a little older. So she's
younger than us, but older than Mama Bear.
oh yeah. She's in her 40s.
Mm-hmm.
And she's along the lines of Bootsy and Heather and all that. But she's a bit more tenacious. Tell you how tenacious she is. Her and her husband thwarted a groomer from being able to get her daughter. And that man is now in jail. And I kind of have to give her husband kudos because they put him in to be actually talking to that guy as if his daughter was property and the money and all like that, everything. And he kept his cool in order for them to be able to catch that guy. And here's what makes it extraordinary. He's a biker, and he's the number 2 man over it all. The whole chapter of the bikers that he's involved with. And he's big. I can't imagine how bad he wanted to pummel that. He's probably having visions of how bad he'd pummel that guy if he could.
Still got you.
I did, Mama Bear. You get a response?
Not yet.
Okay.
It may take Shirley a few days. She works.
She works for UPS, so she's probably out there dealing with what city is it? Birmingham?
Huntsville.
Huntsville traffic. Huntsville ain't small. And I don't like the way they put their roads together.
You don't like driving down there.
Huh?
I said, you don't like driving down there.
Shirley don't either. She lives there.
You gonna leave your avatar in?
Well, I guess I could take it back down a while. But so it may take her a little while to get to it. And she may message me first and say, what up? And but I gave her a little snippet to tell her what's up so that when she looks at it, she'll see what's up.
Yeah, it'll be on Facebook. Facebook Messenger.
Facebook is where I messaged her at. I probably should have made that a bit more clear earlier when I was talking about it. But y'all get hooked up together. Y'all could be sharing notes and all like that. Y'all could probably team up and be a force on all that. But she's deep up in it. And she's going down into stuff and researching it out real good. She doesn't just take what's been posted and run with it. She looks into it. So well, folks, I've been on here close to an hour. Ain't a whole lot going on. I'm gonna sit here and relax.
De-stress.
Yeah. Wait for packages to come in, or I might go lay back down for a while. Because this whole past week of having to do what I've had to do is took a lot out of me. But I just wanted to come on here and let y'all know I was still around and why I didn't do a video and all that. Y'all think about it. Piggy loves you.